Pennsylvania cooking. I'm cooking today, but not for people. Today, it's all for the birds. I'm going to make up some nectar today for my hummingbirds. I have a hummingbird feeder out front, and they love it. And I love feeding them and watching them and getting to sometimes interact with them. So, but there's a right way and a wrong way, and I actually decided to do this because a couple other people asked me how I make nectar, and there's a couple important key things to it, and some of the information on the internet isn't exactly accurate or good for the birds. So we're going to make a little nectar here, and I'm going to share some hummingbird footage with you that you can watch them yourself. So let's get to it. It's a very simple recipe. 3 cups water. I'm going to bring that to a boil, and then we're going to add 1 cup of sugar. So a couple of notes on this, and this is the part, the stuff that's important. Use a decent sugar. If you use really cheap sugar, yeah, they don't like it. I don't know what's in cheap sugar, but it must not be the real deal or must be over processed because they don't like it. Do not use red dye. You don't need it. Believe me, if there's sugar water around, the hummers will find it. Especially if you have it near anything colorful or colorful flowers, they'll find it. Red dye isn't good for anybody or anything, and especially not good for those little birds. So don't do yourself a favor, don't do that to the birds. And to tell you how bad store-bought stuff is, I actually did that in a pinch here last year, and the birds would not even touch that stuff. I ended up pouring it out. They wouldn't even touch it. So they know the difference between decent quality sugar. They know the difference with the dyes and stuff and the processing. And they're like everybody else. We like the good real stuff. So I know I've seen some ratios that have been less, some more, but 3 to 1 I think is the healthiest for them. And so that's what we go with. Quality sugar, no red dye. That's the basics. As soon as this comes up to a boil here, I'll add my sugar, and we'll make it into a syrup and a nectar. This is also a little bit of a mail call I wanted to share here. This is actually a sign, and U Dizzy 1969, and Tina the maid sent me this. He saw this and thought it'd be a nice addition, and it is perfect for that spot because I hated that ugly spot. And I had to laugh because Mike's sister was down the other night. She said, "Oh, I like that sign. It's so warm and inviting." And she's right. It's a great addition. So thanks so much. U Dizzy 1969, Tina the maid. I'll include their channels in the description down below. So I came back from YouTubery with a new sticker. Been waiting for this one for a while, and I got to get it in person. That's pretty special. So, you know the deal. It goes up on my sticker boards. That's a perfect spot, right there. So there you go. Right by U Dizzy 1969. And the Garage Gang and Hiking with Sean and Volkmet. And by the way, check out Volkmet. He just made my beer bread. He did a nice job. Tom's Nusslebuckle Garage, Calvin's Corner 72, Garrett Outdoors, Weekend Review, which I now believe Keith has changed his channel to New Roads. I'll put a link down below. Channel 33 with Spongy, Chaos Garage, Keith on TV, WKZZR Productions, The Bobcat Guy, Red Gone to Gray, Sheriff Sasquatch, One Auto, Wyatt One Able, Ghostma Vlogs, Drive Shaft Drew, Charlie, Badgertronics' son, 805 Road King, there you go, Big Dog Leather, Darren Sharon, Kaylin Strain, Pumpy E, South Main Auto, The Wild Yam, Adventures with Bash, Farm Boy 30117, Midwest Moto Rider, MBYR31, and Badgertronics, The Plow Guys, Steve Robb, One Wild Camaro SS, Lil Doggy, and of course my other half, the Disgruntled Mechanic, and Papa Texas, Far Side of the Rails, New Level Auto, Great American Survival, and Texas Viking, Terry's channel. Check these guys out. Okay, we're up to a boil. I'm going to add my cup of sugar. Just stir this in and get this all dissolved. I'm going to bring it back up to a low boil. You want that all dissolved well. Nice and clear. Up to a light boil. Just keep stirring that around a little bit, and I just do this for a few minutes. Make sure that it's really well dissolved. And then all I'm going to do is take this off the fire and let it cool, and we'll fill her up. Put my nectar when it's done. That's still cooling. I have some left here, but I'm going to fill it up because the feeder's empty. I just use canning jars, but I know people that use gallon jugs and stuff and make up big batches at a time. Usually one batch will do a couple of these jars, so that's all I use. And I always know when they're getting empty because they're out there making a racket and they watch. So I'll put the rest of that in until I get the new batch and put this out, and that's it. And then you can watch the hummers come eat. Dinner time! There you go, homemade hummingbird nectar. It's as easy as that. 3 cups water, 1 cup sugar, no dyes, good quality sugar. Bring it to a boil, get it all dissolved well and stuff, cool it, jar it, nectar. Hummingbirds are happy. If you liked this vid and liked what you saw, please like and subscribe, and join me next time here in Helga's Pennsylvania Cooking.